Orthorexia nervosa, an obsession with healthy eating. Abstract. Despite a focus on eating, orthorexia nervosa may lead to malnourishment, loss of relationships, and poor quality of life. First named by Stephen Bratman in 1997, orthorexia nervosa, from the Greek ortho, meaning correct, and orexi, meaning appetite, is classified as an unspecified feeding and eating disorder in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders 5th edition, DSM-5. Hypothetical case. Mr. P is a 30-year-old male who presented to the mental health clinic with his wife. The patient recounted that he had wanted to be healthy since childhood and has focused on exercise and proper diet, but anxiety about diet and food intake have steadily increased. 2 years ago, he adopted a vegetarian diet by progressively eliminating several foods and food groups from his diet. He now feels proud to eat certain organically grown fruits, vegetables, nuts, beans, and drink only fruit or vegetable juice. His wife stated that he spent between 3 and 5 hours daily preparing food or talking to friends and family about correct foods to eat. He also believed that errors in dietary habits caused physical or mental illnesses. He reported significant guilt and shame whenever he slips up on his dietary regimen and eats anything containing seafood, beef, or pork products, which he corrects by a day of fasting. His wife was frustrated because he refused to go to restaurants and started declining offers from friends to eat dinner at their homes unless he could bring his prepared food. He describes feeling annoyed when he sees other people eating fast food or meat. A mental status exam revealed a thin male who appeared his stated age. He was cooperative, casually dressed, and made fair eye contact. He spoke clearly with an anxious tone and appropriate rate and volume. His effect was congruent with stated anxious mood. He was alert, awake, and oriented to person, place, and time. He reported no paranoia, auditory or visual hallucinations, and suicidal or homicidal ideation. Proposed diagnostic criteria for orthorexia nervosa. Criterion A. Obsessive focus on healthy eating, as defined by a dietary theory or set of beliefs whose specific details may vary, marked by exaggerated emotional distress in relationship to food choices perceived as unhealthy. Weight loss may ensue as a result of dietary choices, but this is not the primary goal. As evidenced by the following. Compulsive behavior and/or mental preoccupation regarding affirmative and restrictive dietary practices believed by the individual to promote optimum health. Violation of self-imposed dietary rules causes exaggerated fear of disease, sense of personal impurity and/or negative physical sensations, accompanied by anxiety and shame. Dietary restrictions escalate over time, and may come to include elimination of entire food groups and involve progressively more frequent and/or severe cleanses, partial fasts, regarded as purifying or detoxifying. This escalation commonly leads to weight loss, but the desire to lose weight is absent, hidden, or subordinated to ideation about healthy eating. Criterion B. The compulsive behavior and mental preoccupation becomes clinically impairing by any of the following. Malnutrition, severe weight loss, or other medical complications from restricted diet. Intrapersonal distress or impairment of social, academic, or vocational functioning secondary to beliefs or behaviors about healthy diet. Positive body image, self-worth, identity and/or satisfaction excessively dependent on compliance with self-defined healthy eating behavior. Additional features that may confirm a diagnosis of ON include obsessive focus on food choice, planning, purchase, preparation, and consumption, food regarded as source of health rather than pleasure, distress or disgust when in proximity to prohibited foods, exaggerated faith that inclusion or elimination of particular kinds of food can prevent or cure disease or affect daily well-being, periodic shifts in dietary beliefs while other processes persist unchanged, moral judgment of others based on dietary choices, body image distortion around sense of physical impurity rather than weight, persistent belief that dietary practices are health-promoting despite evidence of malnutrition.